Okay, welcome back. This time we're talking about Haelo. Now, you've heard a lot about AI, everybody has. Haelo brings it into scope for a teacher in a very positive way. Content on LLMs is pretty much unknown data sources. I mean, obviously they've indexed the entire web, which is lovely, but you still don't know what's out there and where it got its data from or where it's producing its information from. Halo cuts to the chase and says you don't need to worry about that. You build your own internal uh, base of content and you plug it into our LLM, and whatever you're going to get back is simply approved by teachers. You're not going to get any random sort of hallucinations coming out of the LLM. It's going to be sourced from the content that you give it. And this module is called Haelo. Now, I'll show you how it works, and then we'll show you how it plugs into Scribo quickly. It can really close a loop where, students need to research something and write. So this is called writing to learn. It's a really big part of pedagogy. It's a great way to get students writing, but you need a safe place to do it. So this closes the whole loop out. So Manage Haelo GPT is from your teacher menu. If you've got access to Haelo, it allows you to build out, and I won't go through it blow by blow, but we've got an essay on tobacco. So what I did was I created a Haelo on tobacco. So the good and the bad. Give it a description. Now, it's as simple as adding content. You can add PDF, Word, YouTube, web pages. You pick your trusted sources of content. You may well have them in hard copy or digital copy. Everything has to be digital, I should say. But you can link in these government and education websites, localize the sort of like content spread that the kids are going to use. You can obviously set up the classification so that we know what grade, topic, year level, all that sort of thing it's involved in. You can personalize it. Oh, now that I've started this, I've got to put the grade levels in. Okay, personalization. Call it what you like. It doesn't have to be called Haelo. You can call it whatever you'd like to call your school's AI helper. Give it an image, theme color, introduction, starting off questions. Like you can have up to, I think, 10 or 15 sort of icebreaker questions in here that students can simply click on if they don't know what to say. They get the hang of it very quickly. Um, and you can start those conversation starters after a period of time. So you basically set it up, you share it with teachers in your school or students, and you're in a chat mode. So your default question will come up. I'll say to it, give me some statistics on tobacco related illness. So what it's doing now, obviously, is going across those data sources that I linked in, um, bringing it back, and there it is. Now, that's just the start of the journey for a student. They could start asking all sorts of questions. The thing you want to track is not the content information. That's safe. What you want to track is you want to track who's asking what questions. Now, that question I just asked is a remembering question. It's the lowest order of Bloom's taxonomy. I haven't had anyone asking questions at a higher level. This is where the challenge of teaching is. Content is everywhere. It's only about the questions you ask now, not the content that gets delivered. So we're covering off the content risk. We're covering off information to teachers to tell them where and how they can look at what level of thinking the students have. The real challenge of a teacher now is to lift the level of thinking, because we can get them access to good quality information anytime. That's Haelo. That's the simplicity of it. So you can create these packages for any subject you like, share them across the school. How do they plug in to writing? Good question. Back in Scribo, you have activities. Now, activities have got parameters. I'll take you back to a few videos ago where activities have parameters. You edit those parameters and you add in the Haelo component. So in researching, I've now got my tobacco activity linked to the tobacco Haelo. Okay, so once I've saved that, I'm in the game with students. So I can now say to students, okay, you have an essay to write. Here it is. You've written something. And you can turn this on at any point. So after they've done their initial draft, what you might want them to do is start researching more data about, the impacts of tobacco on people and economies, for example. They can chat to Haelo about it. They're in a safe place. Can you give me some statistics that I can use in my essay about the impacts of smoking on people? Okay, I've got it. Um, Here they are. Now, the objective really is for the students to say, oh, okay, and verbalize, paraphrase, convert to their own sense of storytelling, whatever they're trying to do. It gives you the links to the web page so you can research some more. We don't want you to just sort of like stop and, create LLM nonsense and then put in your essay. But if you go ahead and do that, it will put it into your essay for you that you can then change, hopefully. But it's very visible to everybody, the question you asked and the text that you copied. So, plagiarism is now fully visible by everybody. We can track that and say, look, this is not their work. As soon as a teacher sees that coming in. So I'm going to go and show you what that looks like from a teacher's perspective. So over in a teacher mode, we can go into the essay and have a look at what students are doing and the impact that Halo's having on their final responses. So what I can see here is that, yep, this has come straight from Haelo. It's detected it straight away. It's in the history. I mean, no one's getting away with anything here. You asked the question, we tracked your question, we tracked your answer, we tracked your text, and it's no longer a big deal. It's part of the responsibility of using AI that we all have to share. So that is the way it converges into Haelo converges into writing. Writing becomes writing for learning. It can become a research topic. It can become all sorts of things. I've seen it used so effectively in classes. It's an amazing integration and it's very simple for teachers to set up, which is what really at the end of the day Scribo is all about. So thanks for your time. I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye for now.